Okay, we're live. Hello.
And Stevie, could you see me no bother me? Aye.
Yes, sorry.
Right.
Right. Hi, everybody. We're live, everybody. But it says here a premium account on X is required in order to stream on this platform. You can subscribe to X. X, do you know what you can do? You can put it up your A. So there you go. Premium. You can keep it, man. So, hi everybody. We are not live on Twitter because Elon Musk. Hold on a minute. Is that you, Elon?
He's wanting me money.
He said he wants nothing to do with David Mcadam. He wants nothing to do with you. So we're just going to have to put.
We're going to get banned
right.
for Twitter.
I'm on Twitter once about 10 blue moons anyway. It doesn't matter. Honest to God. Hi everybody and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Selina and... Alright, I'll say it, Mairsy.
David Mcadam and my Costa Cup.
Oh, sorry,
Stevie
Selina.
Murphy's Red Bull.
Sorry.
You know, we're trying to do a bit of Morecambe and Wise here, but she's too young for that, you know. It's all right for me and it's all right for him. Before we start, everybody, we just want to do what we usual here, by the way, and then we'll get Davey introduced. Okay, couple of wee sponsors here. Don't know who this guy is, Team Mairsy. Heard all about him. And we've got Massage Therapy by yourself, Stephen Mayer. One Call Collision Centre. This is the company where you only need to make one call if you smash your car or whatever. You can sit back, watch Netflix, play with your toes, and this company does all the work. Then we've got Cameron DL Skip Hire. This guy, no job is too big for Cameron, believe me. I made a phone call to him and he was there that day. So, big Cameron, no problem. We've got our very own Jen King who does special OK Jens. Balloon events, you get a wee buzz there and she'll make you up balloons and do what you want for there and blah, blah, blah. C&C MOT Services, 24-hour recovery service. Forget the rest, call the best, give them a wee shout and they will gladly help you out. Then we've got this shop called Selina's Mini Mart that when you go over to the post office, she's too busy doing her nails and to serve you to get the post done. And then, Selina, you take care of this, man.
We've got Hose Prep Healthy Chinese available at Selina Mini Market every Tuesday and Friday. It's all your healthy prep meals full of protein and goodness, and they're so filling and so delicious.
No, we're putting this up because we've got a feeling Davey might just swear. I've known him for 6 million years and he might just swear. So we don't know. This is unpredictable, by the way. So parental advisory explicit content. And we don't mean Selina. We mean Davey Mcadam. So, oh my God, man. Right, so where are we here? Sorry, everybody. I'm just getting things together here. Right.
By the way, my
guest Davey
Mcadam. I disappeared. Don't mind.
Right, we've already got a call. We need to introduce everybody. I'll introduce them. Right, Jamie Graham, how you doing, my man? We've got David Mcadam on with us today here. I have known Davey for 6 million years BC. Somebody's trying to get into my door, by the way. Look at that. Somebody's trying to get into my door. Doesn't matter. I can't answer the door. My ring doorbell's gone. Somebody's trying to get in. It's Davey's time. Yeah. Bolt your rocket. Probably somebody offered me £1 million and I'm refusing it. I've known Davey for a long time, Davey. Yeah, a long time, man. And through martial arts and everything, I get tons of respect, and this isn't selling the show by any means. I like your weapons, your philosophy, and everything that goes with it. Your bodyguarding and all different stuff. And I've put some folk your way who's interested in doing what you do as well for there, mate.
You have that, David.
David's going to give us a very good insight in what he does. David's got a big secret, and I asked him for £1,000 a day, and he said no. So within 1 hour, I might tell it. I'm only kidding, David.
What's the secret?
What's the secret? Will you give me £1,000? There it is. I'm just winding him up. By the way. I'm like, shut your face. I'm winding him up. Right. So here's big Tommy Hands. Tommy Hands, president. Everybody knows Davey. How many folk knows Tommy Hands?
Oh, everybody knows Tommy.
Everybody and their granny knows Tommy Hands, man.
Everybody knows Tommy.
I swear to God, man. Oh my God. I'm not going to say too much, but I remember once I got a phone call. I think I can say this live, right? Will I say it? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Parental advisory, so it's fine.
Yes, parental advisory, yes. Right, I got a phone call off of somebody a while ago, right? And they were panicking. And they said, mate, you know Big Tommy Hands, don't you? And I went, aye. Well, listen, there's a bit of bother and I don't want to get involved. And I says, he's not that type of guy. Aye, but this and that. It turns out it was nothing to do with Tommy, but they thought Tommy was involved. And so they were sort of, they were crapping him. Anyway, so Tommy Hands for president. Do we agree?
Aye.
Tommy Hands for president.
I agree.
Definitely. Okay, so let's get through a wee few comments first here. Jim McMahon, hi folks. Jim's a great guy, always. We've got a YouTube punter on here, Paul Miller. Stevie, asked Davey about being a closet Tim. He's close friends with John Hartson. Hail, Davey boy. Are you a closet Tim?
No. But Big John, I'm friends with Big John Hartson, but no, Paul's who Wishy. I had Big John Hartson in at Wishy in Glasgow. I'm sure it was at Hilton. And Paul had said to me, can you get me a ticket, Davey? I said, it's sold out, Paul. But I'm friends with Paul. So I got him to come in to the main door.
Yep.
And I'd said to the other boys that would help me, see when you see Paul coming, give a wee shout on the radio. So we didn't go him in, and they ended up meeting Hartson, Sutton, and Martin O'Neill on the one night. And I got them down the front sitting. But there's a funny story about this. So see when we're walking in with him, a couple of the security guys brought him in. And I said, sit him down the front, just sit him down the front somewhere. So see, because we were walking him in, they thought he was one of the celebrities. And he's sitting down the front and everybody's going, who's that, Ian? Who's that, Ian? He was just Paul Miller, was he?
I was in the chip shop in Glasgow about 3 months ago, I think it was. It was a chippy in Glasgow, and this lassie turned around and said to the boy behind me, you going to the game today? And I turned around, it was John Hartson. Turned out it was the first time. He's a big guy, isn't he? He's quite a big guy. If it's the same one. Well, I'm quite small. Jamie Graham says present Hands. I think he means president hands. And Big Tommy's given us a bunch of smiles. That's an improvement. Hey, we've got Chris Hab. Is it Chris? I've never known this second name, Chris. Is it Hablet or?
That's Chris. That's Chris Hablet. Yep.
No, I know Chris, but how do you say the second name? Is it Habit or Hablet?
Hablet. Just call it Hablet.
Hablet. if you want tablet, ask Hablet. We're happening very well, mate. Big Tommy's back on here. Thanks, Selina, Davey and Stevie. Brilliant. Always good for you there. Davey.
We gold star for you.
Gold stars. Never back with the gold stars. What made you get into this, Davey? What made you decide one day, I want to take care of a celebrity? What made you do it?
Stevie, can you remember back when we, 2 or 3 years, owned and ran the committee, Baker Street and that? Mm-hmm. Baker Street and Sherlock's? Mm-hmm. Well, we had normal security then. I wasn't really into security then. And then after I'd finished with there, I just wanted to go and do normal security. But because of what I known and who I was training with at the time, I says, I'm going to go and start inquiring about being a bodyguard. Close protection officer, they call it. Bodyguard's an old name. So to become a close protection officer, Stevie, I had to go way down to Wigan. And I sat my course down there with probably about 14, 15 ex-military boys. Right. And we had to go to Wigan as well for our gun course. But see, the people I met on there was brilliant. So anyway, that was in 2009, 2010, I sat that course. And passed it, and I've no looked back for then.
Good.
And there's this old saying goes, you're only as good as your last job, Stevie. Right. And you know the amount of people I've watched and been involved with and protected, people all over the world. Yep. I've even travelled abroad in that as well. Yep. Obviously, I can't say who I've been with, but you're talking millionaires, billionaires, away with them 4 or 5 days at a time. Mm-hmm. You just don't post things like that. There's some stuff you can post and there's stuff you can't post. But anyway, that's how I get into it, Stevie, because I said to myself, I just want away from it. I had scrap beards and that, I had limousines and that, different things, as he says, something different. So I went and became
style, basically.
Close protection officer suit, tie on.
You
Yep.
picked a very good job. You get everybody's autographs, every single one of them.
Loads of them.
Loads of them.
I've even had some of my mates fault them in, wedding presents, different things like that. People know well, sending out messages, signing tops and things and taking them back to them.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really
Aye.
good.
Have they got egos that they have to deal with?
No. Every one of them I've ever been with are all brand new, honestly. Because Stevie, you're there protecting them. Do you know what I mean? You don't have any egos. They're no there. And even if you're no with them there all the time, sometimes you've got to leave them to be on their own, right? So you'll say to them, "Look, I'm just going to stand out here," but a lot of them like to sit in with you. You get a wee blather in that way, and you hear all the stories. But see the people I've been with them that many times. Do you're just like a friend to them.
Yep.
Aye.
I go and do my job. They know what I'm there for. They just go about doing the right thing, and I just say to them, "I'm there. Don't worry about it. I'm always there. Doesn't matter. You don't need to keep looking around always. I'm there, and that's it."
Yep. Here's
Simple.
one for you. So you've done your courses and passed everything, right? How did you feel when you got your first celebrity? How did you feel when you got a phone call?
Shiting it. Honestly.
Nervous,
first
like, were you scared?
Well, no, I was just waiting to do the job proper. And I remember it, the first close protection one I got, there were a team of sixes. And I'm not sure if it was the Olympic Games or the Commonwealth Games, and it was in Glasgow at the Blythe Square Hotel. And all the celebrities were staying there. And we had it for about a full week. And it was brilliant, everybody walking in and out and everything else. And the very last day, we got a briefing telling us Prince Albert in Monaco was coming for an overnight, but he has his own security. I'm like, fucking hell, man. Right, but anyway, it all went well. And at the end of it, he came up, his security gave us a wee badge and that, and he shook our hands and everything else, said, "Brilliant, thanks for helping the security out, and thanks very much." I was like, wow. But that was it. That was a buzz. I'm right in about this now.
That's weird. He was in here last week. He owes me a £5.
Do you owe your £5, Stevie? On that exercise bike.
Davey, we've got Chris Hablett. We've got Chris Hablett back on, and he's saying, "Davey, tell them about Gawky.
No.
That'll be Richard Gough, no, Richard.
Aye, Richard Gough.
Richard Gough, sorry, Gough.
I was with Richard Gough 4 weeks ago for a weekend. So this day was in Glasgow. We're through in Glasgow. There's me, Chris Hablett, and Craig Barton. So we're doing the job, and Richard Gough was in the green room with Terry Butcher. Brand new. What a laugh, right? So anyway, I got a message on the radio. "Davey, could you bring Richard Gough through now?" I said, "No problem, John." So I shouts down to Chris, "Go and bring Richard Gough out, will you?" "No problem." Away in he goes. But by the time he's walking in, I'm walking behind him. So he walks in and he goes, "Right, Goughy boy, you ready?" Gough looked at me and he looked at Terry Butcher and went, "Goughy boy?
Goughy boy.
Was that school with you? Did I know you?" He was just laughing and keep on. But the way it happened, we called him Goughy boy.
Aye.
It was a patter all right. After that, it was the one line was all right with him and Terry Butcher.
That was it. We've got Paul Miller here. Ask him how many Old Firm managers he's protected, Celtic and the Rangers.
Oh, a few. I've sat with dinner full weekends with them.
Who's been the hardest person you've dealt with, do you think, if you can mention it?
Was it a female celebrity?
No. I can't really think of any football legends or anything like that been even hard to deal with.
Yep.
They've all got wee bits of moments they like to do their own thing, and sometimes you don't think it's right, but you need to go along with it. They're the client, aren't they? So you need to go along with it. But I mean, for Celtic, I've been in Martin O'Neill's company several times. That was ex-Celtic manager, and also he's the European Cup. He won the European Cup twice with Notts Forest as well. And
who would you say is the best you've worked with, the nicest, like really so down to earth and really nice?
Ken, who I was with 2 weeks ago, and he was absolute brand new, man. I picked him up in Glasgow, took him to Dundee, spent the full day with him, sitting with dinner and that, cracking stories, talking about different areas round about the place. Alec McLeish,
Aye.
the ex-Rangers manager.
Oh, right,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Stories. Just driving up and down, stories. Brilliant, sitting, getting dinner.
Yeah.
I'm pinching myself sometimes.
Yeah.
These Alec McLeish, I mean, helicopter Sundays and all that carry on and
Yeah.
winning league titles. And
Yeah.
many Rangers fans out there would love to meet guys like that. Love to.
Yep. Who's Lee O'Donnell for Queen's
Oh.
hip hop star?
50 cents, pals, for
Right.
America. Stays in Queen. Lived in Queens in New York. He passed away 3 years ago.
Right.
He was one of the biggest hip hop rappers in America. So he was travelling to Edinburgh and Glasgow. Can't remember the year. It was maybe about 5-6 years ago. And I got a phone call and they said, David, Lee Q Dennett's coming to Glasgow. Could you show me the place for a couple of days and take me to different places and that? I says, aye. I never even thought, who is he? By the time I come off, I googled and that, I found out who he was. Lovely big guy.
Yep.
Lovely big guy. Took him about Glasgow. Stevie, you see the size of him? I sent you the picture.
Aye, I've seen it.
Stevie, I'm protecting him. What size of a man?
I've seen it.
No,
I've seen
I know.
it. Aye, some size, I know.
Oh.
We're going to, listen everybody, we're going to upload pictures, but for some reason, typical of me this end, I don't know why I couldn't upload it. But as I was saying to Selina earlier on there, but we're going to do a part 1, 2 and 3 with David, by the way, because there's loads we want to talk about. We're going to jam stuff in here today, but there's loads we want to talk about. I'll have all that information for you the next time, typical of me for there.
Aye.
Right, Stevie Gerrard, because I heard, and I can't say how I know this, that he's quite hard to deal with.
I didn't really.
Is this a football person again?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I heard he's quite hard to deal with.
Stevie, see, to be honest with you, I didn't really speak to him as in have a conversation with him, but see the day Rangers signed him, I was sitting on the couch and I got a phone call, said, David, could you go and do a job a day with Sky Sports in at Glasgow? And I says, I no bother. So I went into Govan and I met them at the burger van Sky Sports. Now, by this time, I'm still not knowing what I'm in there for. There were rumours going about, such and such is taking the Rangers job, such and such is taking the Rangers job. I never thought for 1 minute it was got to be Steven Gerrard. So by the time I got there, the guys like that, look, it looks as if Steven Gerrard's heading up to Ibrox today to sign to take on the manager job. I'm like, you're a fucking beauty. Right, I was loving it, right? So, we're standing at the Burger fans at Govan. I don't know if you've been there. There's a bit where all the Burger fans sit, and the Rangers gates are at the side. So he drove in there.
We did warn you, Davey was going to swear, by the way.
So he drove in there, Stevie. Right, he drove in there. There wasn't a fan in place when he drove in there. See, within the hour, we went in the stadium, up into the press room. I seen him there. I was with this guy. He was there doing all his talking, press, signing, everything else. I was there the full time. I looked out the window. Within an hour or an hour and a half, Ibrox was mobbed with fans. Absolute mobbed. Look out the window to the press room.
My mate saw him, I think it was a game with Rangers or something, and my mate phoned up his brother and he says, guess who's at this game, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I think Gerrard's going to sign for manager for Rangers. And he went, no way. And then he did. He saw him in the stands and he went, I think he's going to sign. Stevie, they opened the gates, they opened the turnstiles to let the fans in, mate. They had to, the other option. The place was mobbed with fans. So they let them in, bottom tier of the main stand, full, standing in the dugouts and everything. Honestly, I was up the top deck looking down with the Sky camera and he was catching everything. But see, when Stephen left, after all the fans went away, you came out the tunnel and the black Mercedes was waiting to get back out the gate. I did speak to him there and I shook his hand and that when he was going away. So I was probably one of the last ones to see him leaving after he'd signed. But that was the only time I ever met him. Remember, anybody get any questions you want to ask David or whatever, or who you would like to see David bodyguard or close protection, sorry, blah blah blah. You can just send us a wee hang in here and we'll put you on the screen, no problem at all. Anybody wants to phone me, then I can put you right through the mic, no problem. You
And
might
now
give
you
me a
can
wee
ask
buzz.
questions straight up.
No, absolutely no problem at all. But we're going to come away from football, by the way. And I see here that you've been with Susan Boyle. What's she like?
You know,
Do you know
that was my next question.
Right.
What's
Well,
Susan
let's
Boyle
rewind
like?
there. Let's rewind. Right. Selina's going to ask her.
Right, so what's the wee
I,
Susie
I,
Boyle like?
I was doing the Red Carpet event at the Edinburgh Film Festivals for a few years with a few of the boys for Edinburgh. And we got a phone call one time as well from one of the boys, and they says Susan Boyle was maybe going to appear, but she was going through a bad time. She went through a bad time, but she didn't like going out all the time. So she did get to the Edinburgh Film Festival and coaxed her in, so she stopped in the car. You know the big boy in the picture, Big Eddie Scott, do you know? Didn't you, Stevie?
Yeah, I did.
Aye.
I don't know Eddie personally. I know of Eddie.
Aye.
Big
So
tall
there's a
guy,
few-
isn't he? Aye.
Aye. There were
I
a few
don't
years there.
know personally, mate, but know of Eddie, aye.
Aye. So there were a few years there, but Big Eddie Scott's been with Susan Boyle 2 or 3 times. But that day she was up there, or was it 2 days she was there? I can't really remember. She's brand new, but she just keeps herself to herself.
Yep.
She'll answer
Quietly.
questions. Aye.
Here's
And
what
she's
Meg.
good to get her pictures and all that too, no problem. Still, I sent Stevie the pictures, but he's struggling to get them up now. But there's a picture
I know,
and she's
we'll have
falling in the red
to, I don't know
carpet
what's
and
I don't know what's
we've
happened
been around there.
because I don't know what's happened. I'm usually clued up with this here, but
Aye.
Meg Ryan at the Edinburgh Film Festival. I like Meg Ryan.
Aye,
Her.
I
What's she like?
always remember them for doing the films and that years ago, remember?
Aye, she's
Stevie,
good.
Stevie, see the way she looked years ago? See when I got her? I sent you pictures as well, mate.
Yep.
Oh, she aged like that.
Aye.
But lovely woman.
Has she had a lot of work done or something recently?
Aye, she had a lot of work done.
A lot
But
of work done.
I was there for 2 days. Not just me and one of the boys for Edinburgh.
Yep.
2 days with her and a couple of days with Kim Cartel. And they were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Aye,
Kim
brilliant.
Cottrell. Aye,
Cottrell.
Kim Cottrell. That's right.
Aye.
You sent me that. You sent it down there. I couldn't
I sent
see
you that now.
it down there.
Aye.
Kim
She was
Cottrell.
good enough. Stevie's got some of the pictures, but I can't get them up now.
I don't know what's happened there.
What's wrong with your system? Why can't you get the pictures up?
I don't know. It usually just comes up. I go if you want another, and it comes through, and it's no doing it. But Davey couldn't get through on his laptop, and I thought you were
I
getting
couldn't
hassle
use
as
the
well.
laptop. I thought to take the
So I
phone.
don't know if there's something.
No, I
I
just
don't know.
forgot my password for Facebook.
Liz Henderson.
Hi, Liz.
There's your pal. There's your pal. There's your pal.
Lovely Liz.
Jamie Graham. Davey, who was the biggest band in the UK that you toured or worked with? Had to work at.
Stevie, see,
Sorry.
Steve, band-wise, music events, and I've never really toured with bands of that. That's not really been up my street. But I have had a few singers. Remember
Right.
Paul Muller that came on a second ago? His been nephew's Jamie Miller.
Right.
Have you heard of Jamie Miller? He finished second in The Voice. He wee Welsh singer.
I've not watched The Voice. I've not watched that.
Aye,
I've
so-
not watched that.
A couple of years ago, good few years
Yes,
ago.
he's doing
I've not watched
tours, and he's meant to be coming to Glasgow soon. And Paul's going to get me to go out with Jamie when he comes up to Glasgow. But Jamie's an up and coming, really, really good singer. Really.
Davey,
Yeah.
who all the stars on the planet, who would you like to spend the full day with? And why?
He already probably has spent the full day,
I know,
2 3
I know.
I don't really know that, right? But Paul Gascoigne was my hero when I was a young boy and he's playing football and everything else. Honestly, I love Paul Gascoigne. Most Rangers fans love Paul Gascoigne. English fans, just normal football fans love Paul Gascoigne. And I got a phone call. Davey, I've got Paul Gascoigne tonight. Can you come and do a wee job in that? Aye. I've been with him 3 times. Me and a few of the boys have been with him. And I was, honestly, I was over the moon, mate. Honestly, she was just seeing him, speaking to him, sitting.
It's all right, Davey, go for it. It's all right, just go for it. Just go
Sitting
for it.
sitting get a blood in that way. And that's my pinch. See, sometimes, honestly, I pinch myself. See some of the football players I've really met, like,
7 years ago, Paul Miller saying 7 years ago.
it would have been I. And then, I mean, I mean, how many people can say they've had lunch all weekend with people like Martin O'Neill, Alec McLeish, Ravanelli for Italy. There's a cracker. I done Ravanelli doing in Middlesbrough for a full weekend. He was brilliant. He played with Middlesbrough in an Italian national hero, right? And Claudio Caniggia, Maradona's best friend. I was with him for a weekend after a weekend, and the stories are brilliant. But Terry Butcher doesn't like Maradona. Do you know the story of that?
Is that the England one? Is
that
the hand of God?
Aye, the hand of God.
Was Terry Butcher in that?
Terry Butcher was the defender.
Was he? God, man.
Aye, he tells some stories.
I've never watched a game in my life, right? But I always remember the hand of God. But I didn't know Terry Butcher played at that time. All right.
Aye. That was Caniggia's best pal. I've sat and spoke to Caniggia about Maradona and that and all. Just wee stories.
Yep.
I know some stories. Honestly, crazy. But all these guys are brilliant. I mean, Stevie, I'm from your names. I'm from your names and I've met all these guys and worked with all these guys.
But in my head, Davey, I've always had this vision that they've got egos and this or that or this or that. I've always thought that.
No.
I remember I was on a Taggart once, right? And I don't know why I was there. And I ended up doing a Taggart and I was an off-duty police on it. And it was at Blythe Duff. And the other guy, I don't know his name.
Mm-hmm.
And we were told, don't talk to them, this, that, and blah, blah, blah. I always remember that. Weren't allowed to talk to him or nothing. I always remember
Stevie, that used to be like that out on set. Couldn't up to talk to me then like that. But as you know, Stevie, I've been on set a few times.
Yep.
And I've got on all right with all of them. I just talk away. You just don't approach them and annoy them. If they come to you and talk to you, and they'll always be nice to you. But no, I can't really see any of them really bad or wider.
Yep.
They've always spoke to you.
Andrew Cookie McCarrison says respect, Davy boy.
A lot of celebrities, like, they just want peace sometimes, and like footballers.
Well, that's how we're there, isn't it? That's how we come in.
I suppose so, guy, because we weren't allowed to talk to them. We were told.
They don't always want to sign things. They don't always want to get pictures. They don't always want selfies. But I say to them, are you want to stop here? Do you want to stop a couple of times? Do you want to sign? No, I don't really want to sign anything. I don't mind stopping for a wee blare and a picture and that. Yeah. They can't keep containing it. You have thousands of people stopping you they'd be stopping them all the time walking through the venue then, wouldn't they?
Yep.
If they stop sometimes.
Paul Miller's asking, what about River City? I've seen you in that a good million times, man.
Stevie,
do you know what? I used to have that. And I don't know what happened. I used to have that picture of the gun. Remember you signed it in the gym?
Brilliant. I've still got it.
Right,
I was never that time, Stevie. In that time,
back up.
I've got that picture as well. That was 2011, right? You've got a picture of that.
That's right. The picture of that, man. I know.
I was on that for about a good year and a half.
Aye, I've seen you in it. I actually seen you in it a few times. I've seen you in it.
What were you doing on it? Like, what was your role?
I was the bad guy chasing. I was working with.
He was the bad guy.
I was chasing all the thugs round about Shield Inch with a 9mm Glock. Stevie, that sounds like Motherwell.
Classic. That's classic.
Aye, River City were good.
Sorry, I was just checking to see who was on my ring doorbell there. It's one of my neighbours. I'll give them a wee shout when I finish.
Tell them you're busy?
Aye, no, I just wanted to see who it was there. But no, I've always had it in my head that it's don't get in here and this and that and blah blah blah. I've always said that, but we'll put this way, Selina, who would you like to?
When I was out in River City and I was doing scenes with Lenny Murdoch and Mcadam and all that, they come up and speak to you all the time. How you doing, Davey? Morning, Davey. But they're just nice. But I was on it for a wee while. I don't really do that now, so I pull away from that type of stuff now.
Right. Selina, who would you like to meet? Who would you like to meet?
Aye.
Who would I like to meet?
Aye, who would you like to spend the afternoon with, celebrity-wise?
David Mcadam.
He's already here. He's already here.
Who I would like to meet? I
Remember,
don't know.
no swearing, please. No swearing, please. But who would you like to spend an afternoon with, and why?
I don't know. Really?
Yeah.
I used to have a few favourites, but not
Well,
anymore.
but we
What about you?
obvious. Oh well,
Who would you
I'm
like
just going to say that. I'm just going to say that because obviously we didn't get Big Joe on. Now we know there's ups and downs with that.
Oh,
Right, blah, blah,
sorry.
blah.
Sorry.
So no,
Can I just answer that question that you just asked me, please?
a woman butting in. That's a first. On you go. Aye.
One
Yes.
person, right? I'm sorry. There's one person I would love to spend a full day with. Not just a lunch, a full day. Mike Tyson.
Okay. Right.
Stevie.
Can I?
Stevie, I'm probably the same there, mate. Honestly.
Right. Well,
Mike
can I tell
Tyson.
you this one? Right. So, Big Joe, who we're hoping to go on this Friday, by the way, everybody knew we hope so. Big Joe's in Marbella filming his heavy duty, and we're really sorry he never turned up the last time. And a couple of folk were very unhappy with me. That's all
As
I'm going
soon
to
as you
say.
put-
They were
went
unhappy
offline.
with me. So anyway, and they were wanting to see him. So fair enough. Maybe we've got to take a bit of blame there. But hopefully this Friday Joe will be on. Joe always says to me, look, Stephen, if Mike Tyson has got that many agents, he's got that many Instagrams and Facebooks, he's got that many folk that work for him. He goes, but see when I bump into him again, he goes, and I will. He says, and I will. He says, you're always in my head. I'll put Mike Tyson on the phone to you if you're there. And I thought, I don't know what I would say.
Brilliant.
I don't know. I'd probably go at that. Mike, I'm busy. Can I phone you back? So mine's would be, mine's would be Mike Tyson, Davey. But I would like to go back further and probably have a day with Customato.
Stevie, did you ever go and see the gym Mike Tyson trained duty when you went to New York?
No, I didn't, mate. I was only there for about a week, mate. But the thing is, I'm a homeboy. I don't go on holidays. I don't. But a lot of folk are saying to me, because Kevin Rooney, he's one of my heroes as well. He's still there at the Catskill gym, and a lot of folk have said, if you're going to go, you need to go because he's an old man now, you know. And I said, if I like to go back, I like to go back to see the Catskill gym, you know, for there. I'd love to do that and get a training session with Kevin Rooney. For there, I'd love to do that. I phoned him up one night actually. I phoned him up right out of the blue. I phoned the Catskill gym. Me and my mate John Dewey phoned up the Catskill gym, and the woman's like, who do you want to speak with? And I says, Kevin Rooney, and she put him on the phone. I was like, and he says, do you know what he says to me? He says, where are you calling from? You know, he's got a right strong New York accent. And I says, I'm phoning from Scotland. He went, hey, and by the way, this is Nabil, right? No, he says to me, do you know my cousin? No cousin. I think it was maybe, say, brother-in-law or something, right? And he went, do you know my brother-in-law, John McClellan or something? I went, mate, it's massive country to us, but it's small to you, you know? And that's what he says to me, you know? He's left at the traffic lights. But, so it was... I was phoning him one night just right out of the blue, and I told him I wanted to come out, and he said that I was more than welcome. Very more than welcome to come out, absolutely. Dead nice. But I met him down in London when we were guests. I was with Frankie O'Connor, took me down, and we were guests with Sean O'Grady. And we went backstage when Vinny Pazienza was fighting Harold Graham, and we went backstage. I still got that picture. And everybody interested in Vinny Pazienza, he's a big boxer. I was more interested in Kevin Rooney, you know. So, but they're one of my heroes. They're one of my
Vinny
heroes.
what? Vinny what?
Vinny Pazienza.
Oh,
He's a boxer. He's a boxer back in the day. But anyway, Davey, I'd like to. This is something that Selina is interested in. Now, I haven't asked Selina this, but I think she's going to go ahead and do it anyway. So Selina, me and Davey's agreed on this without your consent. We've agreed on this without your consent. We're going to put you through a live self-defense session with David Mcadam.
Oh, I'm up for it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's sorted. Hey, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. So we're going to put you in for a self-defense session for there.
I'm up for it.
Right, so what do you want to ask him about it? You've agreed, and you don't know anything about it. I'll sit back.
Stevie, she's like bring a hammer.
Bring a hammer with me.
Oh my God.
I've got a few in the shop.
Right. So ask him what's involved then.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you teach me for self-defense and for all the ladies listening as well?
See what I think all the ladies should learn, and it's big now, and Stevie will tell you, weapon and knife defence is a must. Honestly, the amount of knife attacks in that. And I know everybody will say, and you'll get all the ones that will jump on saying somebody pulls out a knife, run. And it is the right thing to do. If that was all you had to do, that would be all right, wouldn't it? But what happens if you can't run? What happens if you can't run?
Davey, can I stop with 2 years before you go any further? I'm going to admit to something here. I've always said that, but you know I'm 56. I've been in this game since I was 15, and that's a good saying. What happens if you can't run? You know that? I've never thought of that before.
It's true. So what I do is
run? Right.
I get people coming in. I do personal training on it as well in my wee studio, right? So everybody comes in, I always say to them, what happens if somebody pulls out a knife? And they'll tell me, run. So what happens if you can't run? You improv. If there's something lying about, a pole, a stick, a chair, a beer barrel, anything at all, to defend yourself with that weapon, that's what you use. And I'm not saying to set about him after it, because you'll not be able to. You still run. Defend that hand. If he's got that knife out, you still defend that area. And still run. Don't stand there with the big man and still try and boot him in the face, boot him in the ribs. No. Because you can still stab a knife again, couldn't you? Run. But what happens if you've not got in like that?
Yep. How do you feel about that, Selina?
Come and see me and I'll show them stuff. Potentially, and I say the word potentially, save their life.
Yeah.
Not everything is 100% in martial arts. Not everything is 100%.
Well, I always say I don't watch MMA. I'm not a big UFC fan. I don't watch it and stuff like that. But what I do agree with is you can't always punch and kick your way out of a fight.
No.
You'll never always punch. Somebody will always grab you. Somebody will always grab you.
There's these self-defense kits that girls are selling to other women.
I've seen them.
The knuckle duster, the pen knife, pepper spray.
I do stuff like that. But I can show them different things what they can carry and how to use it proper. But as I keep stating, enough to get yourself away.
Davey,
I love the big man.
Davey, I love the battens. See the flick out? Oh, I love the battens. Are they illegal?
You can't use them, You can't use them. You can use them for training and things like that. You can use them
well, Selina, how come you're selling them in your shop? They're amazing, by the way. They're amazing, I must admit. So we're totally up for this. Selina's going to do a self-defense session with Davey. This will be really good, by the way. Totally up for it.
Yep, that'll be good. I'm up for it.
Paul Miller says, studio is not that small. I built it.
I always say small studio. Stevie, you've seen it. Remember you came up, you're like, wow.
Right, do you know what I say to people, Davey? If you can spar in that place, you can fight anywhere. Because it's small. If you can spar here, you can fight anywhere. So that's it's great size, mate. It's totally there.
It's perfect. It's perfect for self-defence and moving. It's all matted and that now as well. So
right. Then we've got a good Celtic man on now, Davey, Bobby Aitken.
I've seen his name there.
He's a good Celtic man, isn't he?
All right, Bobby.
Bobby's a 3-1 man, by the way, man. We'll tell you, we'll celebrate with you one day, Bobby. Bobby's a good guy. Bobby's got a million stories as well, by the way, could tell us. That's a fact.
Oh, aye.
We've also got Sandy McCleary, Evening Mairsy, Selina, and DMC. Run DMC.
All right, Sandy.
Sandy's some man, by the way. That boy, by the way, I keep saying it, Davey, that boy would have been a world champion with me, man.
I remember him saying, I remember all the boys.
Champion.
Stevie, you had plenty boys doing a really good, mate.
Honest to God, man. He's moving, he's bobbing and weaving, and that he was slick. He was just slick. But somebody told me that he wanted a... No, I can't say that actually, because somebody will jump on and say you can't say that. I was going to... Wait a minute, hold on the now. Sandy, we were just going to say something there, but we can't say it, by the way. And it was only to wind you up, pal. Sandy's a very good boy, by the way, a very good boy.
Sandy is lovely, and he's a lovely customer of mine.
Selina, see another thing, Hen. I want to. That's what I'm trying to aim into. I'm trying to aim into groups and classes and groups to learn them. Like get a group of
That
classes,
would be a better idea.
like
See a group of
self-defence
girls
with
and go
knives and
on.
different things. Just show them real life stuff, no kid-owned stuff. People do attack people with knives. You can't get away from that.
Davey,
So that's real.
Davey, see years ago.
Mhm.
I don't want to say too much here, and when we're off camera, I'll tell you why on this one. I must have learned years ago about 40 self-defence moves, roughly 30, 40, right? Do you know I trimmed that down to 10 that really worked? That's what I done. I'll explain that off camera because I'm not saying it on camera. And I trimmed it down to the 10 to me that were very, very practical.
Aye.
Continually doing it from
That's
there. Nothing
Stevie-
like your stuff. Your stuff's way
Aye.
above, by the way. But without a doubt,
I think
Ah,
that's something
we've
to
got
plan,
Alan
something
Armit.
to
Sorry,
Davey.
Alan Armit. David Mcadam. Sorry, just jumped on. Not sure what you covered so far. Quick question: how did you find working abroad, doing close protection abroad? Is abroad different to UK?
Stevie, see abroad, mate. You're no meant to do close protection abroad without going to the authorities. I'm led to believe.
Right.
So when you do go, the best thing to do is leave your ID and everything else in the house.
Right.
Go about doing your job. Don't flash your job. Oh, look what I'm or here's my badge. You don't need to do that. Just go about your doing your job. I've been on Spanish police have seen me. Spanish police have spoke to me. They didn't ask me once for my badge. How you doing, mate? Is everything all right? Aye, everyone's fine. That's it. Well, why do they want to pull you for your badge? You don't need your badge. So, it's a wee bit stricter.
Let's talk about the Spanish police. I was in Benidorm. Have you ever seen the Spanish woman police? They're like models, by the way. They're like models. You ever seen them? They're like models. Models. They're like supermodels. Unbelievable, man. Like supermodels.
You would bring that up, wouldn't you?
Stevie, see another thing. See what my abroad as well. See when you go abroad, all your close protection officers and your police and all that can carry weapons when you're over there. You can't carry a weapon in the UK, as you know, and you still can't go and carry a weapon over there. You can if you get a permit.
Yep.
But it's more hassle to get a permit, and a lot more hassle if you pull that out. You have to write a statement out for it.
Yep. Would you ever be a bounty hunter, Davey?
I just like all that stuff, mate. Aye, I love it.
I think it's such an interesting job.
Aye.
To be a bounty hunter.
That'll be your next career move. I think you should both do it together.
Oh, me, I'm a wimp. That's no I.
Yeah, I'll come through.
You joking? You joking?
Big Joe will do it. Big Joe will do it.
No, hey, I'll tell you, Big Tommy Hands will do it. We'll get Big Tommy in, man. Big Tommy Hands.
Will do it.
But I think bounty hunting would be amazing. I love watching all that stuff. I love watching. I think it's amazing how they bring folk in and stuff like that. I just think, that's dead amazing. Male and female, it's absolutely brilliant.
Excuse me for 2 minutes. I'll be back. Is that okay?
Yes, no problem. But so what's coming up next then, Davey? What's next for yourself?
Well, I was meant to have a couple of jobs this month, four jobs this month, but it kind of fell through. But there's jobs in every month all the time, Stevie. Some of them get through on you as well. But apart from that, mate, it's just for normal, just doing what I do, and obviously, you know, a phone call away for another job.
Yep.
All the time, mate.
I'm definitely interested in seeing the what do you call it? The self-defence with Selina stuff like that. I'm definitely interested in seeing that. I think she'll totally love that.
We'll work on the knife defence stuff and that as well.
No, this is for Sandy McCleary. Mairsy would be a marathon hunter. He doesn't like bounties. Did we just give him a doon for that, man? Did we give him a doon? We do marathon. Do you remember him? It's called Snickers.
Oh, you remember the Snickers? No marathons.
Oh, brilliant, man. Well, actually, Sandy, it's Maltesers the new, mate. I'm a big Malteser and cold milk fan. That's what gets it for me for there. But what do you see different, if anything, in the self-defence or close protection? Do you see anything different happening, David? Do you see, or do you think self-defence, close protection, it just comes the same way all the time? Is there anything that's going to get added to it?
See, even when you're a close protection officer, you just can't fling your horns on somebody. You can protect your principal, right? But within reason, mate. You can't just go in there and start flinging somebody about. Do you know what I'm talking about? So your self-defence is basically there just for your own self. Do you know what I mean? Just knowing you, I can do this, I could sort this out, I could sort them out if I really wanted to.
Yep.
But that's what you need. See, as long as you feel that inside yourself, Stevie, you know, I'm not worried about them. Well, look, I'm going into, I'm not worried about walking in there. But you need that inside you, not because you think, oh, I can no fuck out them, I can do this, I can do that. No, just get it inside yourself. Feel good about yourself, Stevie.
Alan
See if you're
Armit.
not going to.
Sorry, mate. What about working with Paul Gascoigne? I had the pleasure of working with him. Not sure if you can tell stories, though. He mentioned Paul Gascoigne, but let's jump on it again. So, what's he talking about? I'm not sure if you can mention it. You've started something, Alan. You've started something.
There are a couple of these stories. Gaza's Gaza, and anybody that knows Gaza knows that there are always a few stories. But Alan's been out a few times with me, with Paul Gascoigne. And when I asked Alan, you want a wee shift tonight? Aye, who's it with? Paul Gascoigne. Alan jumped at the chance. He's the same as me. Paul Gascoigne's a hero. He is to us. He was the main man growing up when we were all growing up. So when I asked him to go, he felt the same as me when I was asked to go.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Stevie, forget Paul Gascoigne and that, the new, right? It's the same for the other end and all. I've been with Henrik Larsson once, but I've been with a pile of Celtic players for then as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just no Rangers.
Yep.
I've been with Hartson a few times. I've been with loads of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not just all Rangers, but Gascoigne was my hero growing up, aye?
Yep. See, I don't watch football. How good was he?
Brilliant.
Was he? Aye, see, I don't watch football at all.
Aye.
I don't watch it. No.
Yep.
I remember I done a podcast with Frank Mcadam. My mate says, you missed out a million questions, man, because I didn't know about football. I'm like that. Frank Mcadam be like that. What is this guy all about, man? I've missed a million questions. So,
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. What did you think about the Trump when he got attacked? Do you think it was a setup, or do you think
setup.
it actually happened? I
No
don't
setup.
think there's a setup, but
No.
a lot of people said it
No,
was.
I believe it was their setup. See, if it was a setup, it's been a bad setup then, because somebody lost their life and two get injured.
Aye. But that
They
was,
don't want. Some of them don't want him in, but he'll get in. He will.
He will.
He'll get in.
Now more.
A lot of them don't want him in. He'll get in. He will.
Even
Right
more,
in
he'll
the
get in
ear, he
there.
got shot, didn't he?
If you watch it, if he didn't turn his head just that wee bit,
That's right.
boom, he's dead.
He was gone.
He's gone.
He was
He's
gone.
gone.
Yep. He was gone. So.
But you know
I know,
something? He stood strong when he got off that stage, didn't he?
Aye. He did. I don't believe it was a setup. You hear all these different things with all the Americans and that, but I don't think it was a setup.
Did you see that? Did you see that scene, Davey, with that woman protection, where she couldn't holster her gun and stuff like that? Is
Stevie,
that
did you see that? See,
is that natural? But is that natural?
That should be natural, straight in and straight out.
Right. What would make her do that? Stress.
Panic. Did you see her facing out?
Aye.
And she started to put the gun in that and keep it out.
Yep. She couldn't holster it. Do you think somebody like her, there's an element? She's an amateur there. She's just new on the job, or
I don't believe she's been under that.
Never came across that.
Never came across it.
Never came across it.
Yeah,
How many times? No, think about it. How many times have you ever heard of somebody trying to take the president out again, or ex-president? She's panicked.
Yeah.
Somebody's a sniper up. Somebody's shooting. Who's next? Am I going to get hurt? She's panicking.
Yep. Aye, definitely. I've been watching TikTok on it the new, and there's just a million theories on it. It's a million. Some folk are saying it's a setup.
It wasn't a setup, but a few customers I was talking to the day, they're like, probably was a setup so you can get in. I'm like, I don't think so.
You see, the thing is, what you're saying, they're quite right thinking that, because you would be surprised.
I know that.
But Steve, it was a setup. They've killed somebody, and there's two injured.
If someone was just arrested, then you'd be like, okay, hold on a second, someone's been arrested, but someone else are like,
Right.
well,
20-year-old boy gets shot, he's dead.
Yep. Alan Armit is back on. Chris Sutton was an experienced mate, actually a really nice guy. Not how he comes across in the press. I was very surprised, Davey. You could second that, mate. A lot of people might disagree, but honestly, he is not what he seems. Now, can I jump on that, Alan? Because I don't watch football, but I like watching wind-up stuff. And I think Chris Sutton's a wind-up merchant just to get it going. Am I right or wrong?
Correct.
Aye. See, I mean, I'll probably get jumped on for this, but I think he just likes to get the ball rolling, pardon the pun, you know what I mean?
Stevie, that's what he
so,
fights for. That's how he gets his followers. He
Yep.
loves people hating him.
Yep.
He's the centre of attention then, isn't he?
There's somebody texting me for a private lesson. I'm on a podcast, man. I'm on a podcast.
My battery's running out.
So, Alan Armit said he is, mate. I've always thought that. I mean, he's just in there for the wind up, man. Gets it going and gets everybody up and doing. I don't think he's that serious either. But anyway, Tommy Hands, are you still listening? We want Tommy Hands' view on this, by the way. Get back in here. Get back now. Get back. So I've thought that, but then I'm not a football expert. So I just think, you know, is it just a wind up? But no, I think so. I think that's a good. Where is he? We'll put that back on. No, I think that's a good comment. Definitely. So do you find him that way? Do you think he's just different from what he was?
Aye, that's all it is, Stevie. Just likes to wind people up the right ways. They set the attention. They're not talking about Chris Sutton saying this, saying that. Sometimes he says things and writes things, and I'm like, what? But Stevie, he's only building his followers and all that up, mate. And getting people to like him, getting people to hate him.
Yep.
And his names always get mentioned. He's not going to everybody's seats.
Aye, it's like folk love to hate him. You know,
I love him and Chris Boyd. I love the two of them getting at each other on Sky Sports.
Brilliant.
See the wee one-liners and that. I love the two getting in about it.
Brilliant. Do you think Boyd's more serious, but or do you think he's the same?
He does it. He's nowhere near the same as Sutton.
Right.
Sutton's bad. See some of the things he comes out with. I mean, the football getting doing finished and he's writing about it.
Aye.
Honestly. But the two of them are good. Chris Boyd and Chris Sutton are good on Sky Sports.
Aye, I like watching the wee clips. Sometimes I see the wee clips crop up on TikTok, stuff like that. I think it's quite funny. As I say, no, I don't watch it, but it's definitely quite funny. But listen, everybody, we're going to be packing up here in a wee minute, and we're going to be breaking this one down because I've got quite a lot to show you. Davey sent me a lot of stuff here, and I don't know why I couldn't get it up. And I want to do another one with him to put this back up, and we'll come back in with more stuff with there. And we're going to have a live video with Selina doing a self-defence class with David.
I'm so looking forward to this.
Aye, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. That'll be good.
So
We'll do that. And anybody want to ask any questions? See, this is what usually happens, Davey, is some people come in after it and say, oh, this, that. But we're going to get a few shows with Davey. Chris Harbour's back on. Night Troops. Coisty was the best for me. Legend on and off the camera. Coisty, what do you think of him, mate?
100%. 100%,
Ali
mate.
McCoist.
Brilliant. Give him the mic. You'll never take it back off him. He'll just talk away, get the crowd everywhere. Oh, honestly, you can't get your mic back off him. McCoist is brilliant. I've worked with Al McCoist a right few times. Alan
Armit says, oh, it's yourself, Goffy boy. Jamie Graham says, respect, guys. P.S. Davey enjoyed your stories, mate. Jamie, he's got millions of stories, man. We need to do a few more shows on it and break it down. And I've got loads of photos to show you. For some reason, I don't know why it wasn't.
Why don't you make a post and then everybody can see all the stories? The pictures and that. Yeah.
No. Why don't we do it so it's on this show first? Then you can put it on his place second, man. No. Why don't here first? We're definitely going to bring him.
When are we doing the live self-defence?
Yeah, we'll arrange that. We'll arrange that. We'll arrange that when we come off. Definitely.
Don't forget now. Don't forget.
That'll be good. It'll be brilliant. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. That'll be good.
So who am I doing self-against defence, Stevie?
Me.
No, Davey.
See what he put me through, by the way, in the training.
I'm going to film it.
He's filming it.
I'm filming it. It's live. It's going to be live. So, oh no, listen, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it.
You'll love it.
That's something you don't Davey me. You do millions with him for there. You'll absolutely love it for there.
We'll pick
all see all the wee numpties that I get that try and act hard in the shop. Then they'll know, right, okay, don't mess with her. She's been taught by David Mcadam.
Right, we've got Bobby Aiken back on. Davey, next time you're with Gaz, I've got a statue of him I need signed, or let me know where you'll be. I think I've showed Stevie a picture of Gaz's statue a while ago. Yep, aye.
I'll get it done.
Aye.
Next time I'm with him, I'll get it done for him.
Aye. In fact, Bobby gave me 2 cracking statues. In fact, can I bring that down there? This is just one of them, by the way, the ninjas. I've still got it, Bobby. 2 of them are belters, man. 2 ninja statues, I would never get rid of them. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant for there. Right, so everybody, we want to thank everybody for coming on, and we've got a lot more. We were skimming the surface with Davey today there. There's a lot more to come. I want the pictures up, and we want to see the Selina doing the self-defence as well, and we'll get more stories after you, because as I said before, some people will come in after it and say to me, oh, you should have asked Davey about or something. This is what they always do, by the way. So I'll note all that down for you there. But we want another couple with you, Davey, but it's all right to bring you back home.
I'll come back, no problem.
And just sort of compress it down a wee bit to who's who and what's what.
Stevie, that is only a wee bit, mate. There are hundreds.
I know that.
And I sent you stuff, and the next time I'll send me stuff, and just pick away at it and then talk away.
I know that. I know there's millions. What did I say that, didn't he, Selina? I said he'll take care of the show.
So many stories. Yeah.
He'll take care of the show. There's no problem, and it's good because I know there's a lot more. You can never cover it because we only like to work half 1 hour. There's no way we could cover all that. There's no chance. There's absolutely no chance for there.
No.
But Davey, I want to thank you for coming on. It's well appreciated as always, mate. And we'll get a date set soon as we don't want to leave it too long, and we'll get something sorted with Selina. I know you're busy. Get a wee schedule for there. I'm going to be me and Selina, are hopefully on Friday. Hopefully with Big Joe Wigan.
Fingers crossed.
He's in Marbella, this and that. So we're not being wide with folk. We really hope he will hear. Saturday, I will be doing a live Mui Boran training session. Let me reword that. I'll be filming a Mui Boran training session, and it's going to come from Crew Jim Richardson. He's going to be with one of my clients and good friend is Jerry Yao. I hope I've said that right there, Jerry Yao. And he's going to show him a live. He's going to show him how to do Mui Boran. If anybody doesn't know what Mui Boran is, you need to wait and see what Mui Boran is for there. It's a form of Muay Thai, but you'll see what I mean. This is going to be done live. If it's a nice day, we're going to do it down the Strathclyde Park, or it's going to be in here, one of the two for there. So that'll be on for about half an hour.
Thank you, Alan.
For there. Always Alan. Cheers, mate. Thanks. Brilliant. So thank you everybody for coming on. Davey, just skimmed the surface, mate. Just skimmed the surface. And we've got a lot more today. And like to get some videos of your self-defence stuff, and whatever you do for there.
Steve, I can even give you videos when I've actually got some videos when I'm with the clients as well.
Aye.
See, take them out. I've got wee videos like that as well.
All that, and I'll make sure the next time this is all sorted. I don't know what happened there, but just make sure the next time this is all sorted. It's usually never a glitch on this video, but. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in.
Cheers, boys.
We will see you Coffee with Selina and Mairsy. We'll be members every 2 weeks, but we'll keep you up to date with that, what's happening for there. And thanks for me and Selina and Davey Mcadam, as always. For there. And there's Jamie Graham getting the last word in, saying thank guys. And we shall see you in Coffee with Selina and Mairsy. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And we'll let you know more details about more with Davey. And anybody want any details with Davey as well, listen, if you've not got him on your Facebook, just come to me and I will send you his link.
We'll get some ladies self-defence class going. And
let's do that.
I don't mind travelling. I can travel anyway.
Let's do that.
Are you wanting to do one-to-ones or groups?
You can do groups. I can travel in that as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
that's
we
great.
can plan. Get the ladies together.
We'll break it down and we'll got a lot more links for there and that for there. And that'll be it.
Thanks, Stevie. Selina.
Right, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.